position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Volunteers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nowadays, it's the norm. Running quarterbacks, scrambling around all over the field. Really nice job sending a message early. You're going to earn these yards. You're going to take some hits. Nice job delivering that message.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Keeps it on the bootleg. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Red pass, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in an easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times, not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. Takes it past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Johnson looking to throw. Got the quick pass. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
He showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? He still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. You really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Quarterback keeps it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. this crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Power football with the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And that's back-to-back games this guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Johnson wants to throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. He spins that thing down the middle. Pulls in the deep ball. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the run, it's White. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Nice move to pick up yardage. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves it with 3rd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Hayes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly complete. Running through contact. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Georgia. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Put it where man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And listen,
and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Johnson looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Nittany Lions will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. It's Concepcion. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33. First and 10. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. At the 20. He's got space. And he gets the first down. But man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Might be calling a hot route. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Gets the back moving. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on third down. You've set up fourth. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on fourth down, hoping to get a touchdown.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. nestled just inside that right upright. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Barnett. On the move, he fires. Caught near the sideline, it's Matthews. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back. Throwing right.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Complete in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. To throw, it's Barnett. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown ball!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Georgia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be.
Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's going for the goal line. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Johnson wants to throw it. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Try to get it to the edge. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after three quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the direct snap, it's Lewis. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Volunteers have their offense in high gear. They think there's room to run to the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Barnett. And they can't make the play on third down.
Offense facing fourth down.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. With the catch, it's Matthews. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll start this drive with a pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get to him as he throws.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Vols line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Lewis. Hard running there. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
The Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option to give. At the 35, he's got room. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteer. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Thanks to grab.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Johnson looking to throw. Here comes the heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back, they're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating...
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure the folks around that program feel that way. Something is up there in Provo. They're trailing by 15 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The give to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all sugar. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that.
Bye.